You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Oh, I love when legends stop by.
Chris Rock.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Rock,
Should I be interviewing you? Because you're the hot one right now.
I'm doing okay.
No, you're doing real good.
God is
man.
good.
God is good.
Yeah.
Good. Publishing's good.
Yeah.
Words are good. Sentences, paragraphs.
The book is out, New York Times bestseller. But,
yeah,
who's
man.
keeping track of stuff like that?
Hey, we're all keeping track of stuff like that.
But Chris Rock is on the total blackout tour right now, which is a huge deal.
Oh, before we get to that now, Envy wasn't here last time.
Oh, yes, he was.
Envy was not here last
left
time.
town.
I'm actually shocked that he stuck around today.
He went
Y'all-
to Africa
I was in
when
Africa
you came
last
last
time.
time.
Y'all had a slight rich people problem with each other.
Envy, our kids play basketball. They played against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Envy was the coach of his daughter's basketball team. So I commend him for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had one of these Olajuwon Shaq kids that was, like this kid had like 60 points. They're killing us.
Yeah.
They're killing us. And it's like 3 minutes left in the game. And normally, compassionate individuals take the good kid out.
Yeah.
No, he keeps the good kid in.
For no reason.
For no
That is
reason.
very rude, and that's not nice to
Why
the
did
other.
you do that, Envy?
Yeah.
Nobody does that. Not even in professional basketball.
I wasn't even close.
I'll tell you, right? So we played him the day before, right? And the kids went up to Chris Rock and asked for an autograph.
No.
Yes, they did.
This was the day of.
Yeah, you told us
This is
before
the
it was the day of.
There was no day
You said it was
before.
after the game.
you
did.
sound
The day before.
You
No.
sound like Donald Trump right
After
now.
the game, no, I did not
Yeah,
give
so you said
anybody
the
no
coaches were
autographs.
asked.
Alternative
So something happened the
facts.
day
Alternative
before,
facts.
And I was like, all right, we're going to get them the next one.
No.
And then, we blew them out.
But that has nothing to do with the young ladies on the team. That's poor sportsmanship.
I know. It was
So you admit you were wrong.
You being beige.
I was wrong.
It was like
I know,
literally,
play
they beat us by
basketball
like 40 points.
Yeah.
Now,
ridiculous.
Chris Rock, on your behalf, you could have gave the little girls an autograph.
You know what? They deserve to feel bad that day about something. It's a life lesson. The sins of the father are passed down to the sons and the daughter.
Chris Rock came and said, did your daughter still play? I'm like, no. He says, mine either. They don't even play basketball
All of that
anymore.
for no
You
reason.
came in here being petty for no damn reason.
Yeah.
It was a learning lesson. It was fun.
Oh
I
my
haven't
God.
seen you getting pulled over in that neighborhood that much anymore.
Not lately.
Yeah.
I just stopped taking pictures. Honestly, I get pulled over all the time. I ran out of film. They don't even have film anymore. But I ran out of film.
Are they hiring new cops? Why they don't know who you are yet?
I don't know, man. And it's not like I changed cars or anything. They just like getting me. I mean, one cop pulled me over one time. He goes, "Do you live around here?" And I'm like, "Do you live around here?" Because I don't know. No cop can
don't give you no
afford
reason?
this. Hey, man,
It's a
just
strange town. I get pulled over there all the time, getting a haircut. Like, all the time. They find the weirdest reasons. No, if there's an air freshener hanging from your mirror, whatever it is, they pull you over.
But in
all
all
the time.
fairness, you said you call the cops on people all the time.
Well, I do if they go to sell coke. Charlamagne had an incident where there was a white guy in his neighborhood that asked him if he sold coke.
That was Sunday.
So I told Charlamagne.
really, where the hell you live?
In a nice neighborhood. This guy looked like Woody Allen. He had
Really?
He had me from Periquo. I was like, what is that? I didn't even know what that was. I didn't know what it was.
I told him he should have
But then
called
he
the
said
cops.
cocaine.
It's a setup.
Absolutely.
That's what I said.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Setup. They're trying to get you.
Yeah.
You wrote a good book. That's why. This is when they get you. You've been infiltrated.
So it's been
One of these people right here is with the FBI. One of them.
I bet I know who it is.
DJ Envy's with the FBI. He's been infiltrated. They flipped him.
Yeah.
He's gonna give him notes tonight about you. Well, what's he doing? Where's he going? Is he working on another book?
Is it going to be black in the title this time, too?
Oh, my goodness.
Now, it's been 9 years since your last tour. A lot
Yes.
of material, like a crazy amount of material. Sometimes when things happen, do you say, this is unfortunate, but this would be great for my stand-up?
Yes, sometimes it happens. I mean, you don't want the world to explode. I don't want Donald Trump to be president just to help out my act.
Yeah.
But stuff happens. Lots of crazy stuff happened. I got divorced. Lot of nonsense.
How do you know when it's time to go back out? Like,
I needed some money, man. It's alimony.
Yeah, we don't believe that.
You know what? You just want to. I don't know, when people talk to you like you ain't funny. That's when it's time to go back out. Somebody give you that look. And you're like, okay, let me get out here.
Is there anything off limit that you will not touch?
There's nothing off limits that I will not touch. There's no. I mean, if it's funny, let's do it. Let's do it. You know. Plus, I was just getting a lot of encouragement. Chappelle and Kev Hart, and everybody's like, "Come on, man! Come on, man! Come on, man!" You know. So.
What do you mean when you say people talk to you like you're not funny though?
I don't know. There's just a way people. You know. Put it this way: you got this book right now, right? And it's good. You know, I kind of just started it. Don't you see the difference of people, the respect you're getting?
Absolutely. It's weird.
So you want your respect.
No, it is.
Yeah. Put some respect on my name.
All of a sudden, it's like Charlemagne's smart, and I'm like,
yes.
So what was I before?
Right, and now you're like, wait a minute, they were lying the whole time.
Yeah. That's interesting because you do tweet out a lot. Well, not a lot, but I see you put, I hope they laugh. And I was thinking that's sarcasm, but now I'm thinking, is there something really to that? Like,
hope they laugh for real, because sometimes people could fake it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you could have a comedy show that ain't even a comedy show. It's like a pep rally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You think you had a comedy show.
So have you ever bombed at all? No, because
oh yeah, man.
Recently,
no, not recently, but I mean on the come up, of course, man. I mean, please follow the guys I had to work with, Martin Lawrence and Robin Harris and Ced the Entertainers.
Legends.
You know what I mean? Like you try to follow Ced the Entertainer in Oakland. You know, he got an orange suit on and everybody else got on purple suits. And you coming out in all your New York black. Get out of here. With no big hat.
Yeah, with no Easter Sunday hat. I don't think people will fake laugh nowadays, though. I mean, look, Chappelle just got booed. Not just but recently.
Well, Dave will test you.
Yeah.
Dave will definitely test you.
I felt like he wasn't telling jokes, though. Isn't that what happened? He just came out there.
He explained it on his new special.
He said he was high.
Oh, yeah, he was really high. He got high. Right.
Took 8 minutes to light a cigarette. You know, Dave gets into that.
People were
sometimes.
offended by his. I was laughing, but sometimes at jokes I laugh, but then I feel like, man, should I have laughed at that? Is that
greatest rape
inappropriate?
joke of all time?
You know, I think that to myself.
Dave Chappelle's the best comedian in the world, to me.
You say that, but it's like y'all neck and neck. That's kind of like Jay-Z and Nas saying who's the better rapper. Or like it's y'all right there with each other.
Okay. If you say so. I mean, for me, I've never been to a Chris Rock show. You know what I mean?
You seen the specials?
Yeah, I've seen the special. You know.
I like y'all for different reasons. Like Chappelle is like he's an observer, but you're like a cultural observer. It's not even like you're telling jokes to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When's your show? When's your show coming up?
What?
We gotta do a show.
No, never. No, absolutely not.
Stand-up comedy?
Absolutely not. Because then that's the expectation.
Well, maybe
to
not a
be
stand-up comedy show, but like a
like a Mike Tyson one-man special.
Like a one-man special, like a Rachel Maddow, something. I don't know.
If you executive produce it, I'll do it.
I'm in. We're talking.
Chris E.P., I'll do it.
Now you have a no phone clause.
Yeah, man. Cause I mean,
You gotta explain it to people, because people were mad at Kevin Hart. Because they were kicking people out left and right.
You got kicked out.
I got kicked out of one of the shows.
Is what you meant to say.
Threw me out crazy too.
Wow.
I was checking my text out. You gotta leave. So I'm like, nah, I know Kev.
No. We got like little pouches that you put your phone in when you sit down, and the pouch is only open at the door.
What?
So
That's high tech.
it's high tech. Netflix wants to. They don't want their show out there on YouTube before it come out. And B, now you go to shows sometimes. I guess you don't notice it that much in music, but in comedy, if everybody got their phone up, you want to share the experience.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like let's really experience this. Why are we like looking through this thing? Like you don't trust your memory? What do you want? You got Alzheimer's? Are you smoking that much weed? Like watch the show.
It's some things you can't watch through the phone.
Yeah.
Sports, boxing, comedy, because you gonna miss stuff.
Yeah, especially with jokes, man. You miss a line, you miss a word, and now that whole thing ain't funny. So the shows have been great. Just, I think, because people are just really paying attention and really getting into the moment.
Right.
I see there's more hecklers now. I see more people yelling now and spurting things out during the show. Does that bother you at all?
It don't happen at my show that much because I'm tight. You know what I mean? It's like when guys are up there trying to figure out, what am I going to say next? What else we got? Yeah, then you got that opening.
Gotcha.
But I don't really, when I come to your town, I'm tight.
Who is Chris Rock competing against nowadays?
Who am I competing against?
I mean, honestly, it should just be you, but who?
I mean, we're all competing against Richard Pryor. We're all trying to get to that. You know, that's my number one. But you know, Dave a little bit. Hannibal here, you know, there's some cats out there. I saw Ali. You ever see Ali Wong, little Asian girl? Yo, there's some cats out there. You know, it ain't. You don't want to put it this way. I don't want to be like some old boxer that's just saying hi from ringside. I want to still be. I'm still in the ring.
Yeah.
So you know, I want to be out there with the big Kev Hart's killing it.
I love all those
You know?
guys, but none of them have a classic stand-up special. You have a classic.
Thank you, sir.
Bring the Pain is classic. I watched it twice this year.
Wow.
We actually still use it all the time on the show when we talk about different things. I'm like, let's get that clip from Bring the Pain.
We
when
use
we
Crack
talk about
Ass
things,
Cracker.
right?
All the
Well,
time.
We use Crack Ass Cracker right now as a drop.
when we talk about alimony, we use that special.
You know they're doing of course you know they're doing a documentary.
They're doing a 20 whatever something.
And I had the pleasure of being on it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I was like, I get it more now.
Wow.
I wonder why you came out to Touch Me, Tease Me though, instead of Bring the Pain by Method Man.
I mean, at the time, Touch Me, Tease Me. that was
That was your
hot.
joint.
Yeah.
It's hot. You got to get the girls. You got to get them.
Yeah.
You got to get them. You know, right? 20 years later, you're like,
Yeah.
who's this? Case? Who's Case? Who's Case? Was it married with Case then?
Was it Foxy on that too?
If I-
Foxy's on there.
Foxy.
Like,
Yep.
who's Case?
Marry up.
Who's Foxy even?
I
To my
randomly just saw
daughter.
Case perform in Brooklyn.
Now, why the name Total Blackout?
Total blackout. I mean, you know, with kind of building on what y'all are doing here, you know, the Black Lives Matter movement. Just, I don't know, it just felt right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just felt right. You know, bigger and blacker. You know what I mean? Just
Everything's
it's
black.
it's a black time.
I've heard that your audience is like predominantly white.
It's mixed up.
Yeah.
It's mixed up. It depends on where you at. You know, it ain't gonna be white in Atlanta.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm gonna get in Indiana this week. You know what I mean?
It was
It's-
mixed. When I went to the New Year's Eve special, it was definitely mixed. It was one of the. I think it was at the Garden when you did the
Yeah.
Garden a couple years ago. You brought out Biz Markie at the end.
Yeah.
That was a dope show. It was those type of shows are so memorable because we don't have those type of shows anymore unless it's you, it's Kev. So it's so good to bring comedy back where people are actually going out to see more and more comedy now. You know, because you don't see that anymore.
That's a great New Year's Eve night too.
Great New Year's Eve night.
Great way to bring in a new year.
That is it's good for wifey,
Yeah.
good for hubby. Everybody's happy. Nobody, there's never a shooting. Let's hope.
Until you do your Brooklyn show.
Yeah,
If you're the
there's
first-
never, there's never reasons. You're like, man, I wore these shoes. You're never that at a comedy show.
Do you hang out in Brooklyn now, really?
A little bit. My mom's is in Brooklyn. My mom's is, I don't want to say where, but she's like in 4th grade. I still own a place in Brooklyn, but I'm probably gonna have to sell it.
Oh, you're gonna get a lot of money for that right now.
Yeah, man.
And you can also put it on the market as Chris Rock's home.
Most of my family still lives in Brooklyn, so I'm there, and you know, get my hair cut in Brooklyn, you know. Stuff
Well,
like that.
didn't your mom live in South Carolina?
My mom did live. She's still got a place in South Carolina, but you know, since divorce and all that stuff, come up and hey, help me with these kids. You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's do this. Plus, she's getting older.
Gotcha.
You know, at that point, you know, you get to a point where you know your parents get in their 70s, 80s. It's like, okay, this house thing is done.
Yeah.
You
You can
get-
put him in a home?
No,
What do you
not a
mean?
home, not a home. No. You get an apartment with a doorman.
Yeah.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like,
And
you know,
Chris Rock is
you know
a-
what I mean?
he's
Like
a
this
real
whole
dad.
upstairs and downstairs thing. That's done.
Got you.
Now he said his kids. He's a real dad. Like every
What do you mean he's
game-
a real dad?
No, because a lot of times people say they fathers and they don't take their kids to the games. They don't take their kids to practice.
Yeah, it's a
They
lot of
don't
things.
argue with the coach on the other team.
I see Chris Rock at every game with his daughters. Like he's traveling around. He's an Uber driver on the weekends. But I would see him every game.
You're really
Every-
stereotyping
No,
right
you
now.
don't see that too much. Not just, especially with people in the entertainment industry that
Yeah,
work
people
so
who are really
crazy.
busy and not around.
But
People
he's-
are
he's
busy,
absolutely there.
and yeah, I mean, it's. I always say, you know what? If when I die, at my funeral, if you're talking about my jokes, I have failed as a father. That's the way I look at it.
They should be talking about like your life or
They
just
talk about my life and
Yeah.
what kind of person when I went to Bernie Mac's funeral, like comedy was like a very small part. It was just talking like this guy's a husband, this guy's a father, this guy's a friend. you know, and I hope I'm not planning on dying anytime soon. But
By the way, I've talked to like 3 comedians in the past couple weeks, and all of them have said the exact same thing. If they're talking to me like, if I die, I want you to know. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, why are y'all think? Why are so many comedians talking about death lately?
Please, we're all, who you been talking to?
I talked to Donnell Rollins yesterday.
Charlie
Donnell called me to go, yo, I just want to tell you, man, if I die, man, you really
Yeah,
doing
man,
I'm like, what?
But let's also go. Charlie Murphy just
Charlie
passed.
Murphy just
I don't
passed.
think too many people knew he was sick. I didn't know he was sick. I see him at the barbershop all the time. And I didn't
Charlie
even know he was
Murphy
sick.
just passed with black men.
You
We
think
all
Patrice
got
O'Neal passed away.
Patrice
That
O'Neal.
was years ago.
We
Yeah,
got
but still,
all our
it's-
fathers die in their 50s, early 60s. So you got to be thinking about it a little bit. You know what I mean? I mean, things change. Medicine's better. Greens don't kill you like they used to.
Whose ears do you trust when you're doing your stand up?
The worst thing about a black funeral is like at the end of the funeral, they serve the food that killed the person. It's like you realize he's dead because of this.
But whose ears do you trust when you're like, I gotta get ready for my stand up, I gotta get my everything together? Who do you go like? Who do you say, okay, let me try this on you? What do you think about this?
I mean, I go to small clubs. I go down to the cellar, and the audience. You can have your boys around you, but the audience, when you get in front of straight up strangers that didn't know you was coming, they let you know. But Dave's good, Kev's good, my brother Tony's good. I got people, because sometimes you can get a laugh, but that ain't a good joke. You know what I mean? Like, y'all all seen comedians that kill, and you don't remember one joke they told. You know what I mean? Like, you got, it's like it's like rap, like the quotables.
Yeah.
Like you got to get some quotables in there.
It's got to be hard, though, because at the end of the day, you are Chris Rock. So people got to get over the shock of, oh, my God, Chris Rock is here.
A little bit, but they also want to laugh, and they also spent good money. So that whole, hey, it's Chris Rock thing, that's 6 minutes.
It's also a higher expectation too. I would feel like when they're like, Chris Rock is here, like it better be,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Because I'm disappointed sometimes. I've seen some comedians that I've always thought were really funny, and then I'll go to the show and it's not as funny as I anticipated, and then I feel a little disappointed.
My whole tour is this is I'm not this is as good if not better than anyone I've ever done. Honestly, I look around. You can look online or whatever. These shows are hot. Plus, you get to that point too where it's like these are the shows. Did I just whistle?
You whistled.
Like,
I'm waiting for a dog to run in.
Yeah, you get to that point. You're doing legacy shows now. You're like you're laying down the groundwork so you can be, Patti LaBelle or Frankie Beverly, like one of these cats.
But you're that already.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
I'm still making hits. I'm not doing old stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not singing 30-year-old songs. I'm writing jokes right now. I got Trump stuff now. I got stuff about what's going on right now.
Why did you stop Everybody Hates Chris?
And
And the reason I asked that is I watched it, but my kids enjoy it. So it's like generational. Like we don't have necessarily too many sitcoms, too many shows like that for us. And it was a dope show.
Oh, thank you, sir. You know what? The kid kind of outgrew it. You know what I mean? Tyler was. It's like it's like he's in high school with a beard at some point. So, it was just time, man. It's one of those weird shows too. We were like on a weird network, so people didn't know about the show while it was on.
They do the reruns.
Yeah, when we got in syndication, it was like, yo, this is amazing. I was like, where were y'all when the show was on? But hey, it's great. It's a lot of pain I went through just being bused to school and, bullying and all that crap.
It speaks on everything that
it
kids
paid
are dealing
off.
with now.
Yeah.
It
You know
speaks
what I
on
mean?
everything that kids are dealing with now. That's why I thought it was dope. And like I said, the kids, we know you from the comedy specials, from all the TV shows, but a lot of the kids know you from that show.
Oh yeah, straight up. They know me from, a lot of kids know me from Everybody Hates Chris and Marty the Zebra from Madagascar.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, you're the crack-a-lackin'. Like,
How you get mad when they call you that, or if they see the street call you Pookie? Did that bother you?
yo, man, Pookie,
Pookie's a legend.
Pookie's a legend, man. You know how lucky I was to be Pookie? You know what I mean? Like, I'm Pookie, man.
Did you ever
You
have?
know, like how many rap records I hear cats talking about the Carter?
Right.
I was in the Carter. I smoked crack in the Carter.
You were actually the essential part of the movie.
Yeah, man.
Like it was the movie. Like you played an essential part in that film.
Yeah, man. I look back at all that. I'm like, I'm the luckiest guy. I was in New Jack City. I was in Boomerang. Like classics.
Did you
man.
ever think about that part? Like, I don't want to play a crackhead.
CB4.
You're just like, I want to do it.
I lucked up, man. I lucked up. We didn't even know it was going to be what it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? I remember, like, we did like 2 weeks of rehearsal without Wesley.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our first table read. Wesley shows up. And he sat at the head of the table. We barely knew him. It's like, oh, that's the guy from Major League. And when my man started reading his lines, we're like, oh, wow. This is on. This movie's going to be around forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you knew you were in the presence of greatness, right? As soon as you heard Nino Brown's voice, you're like, okay, it's on. This is it forever.
Even the term CB4, that's lived forever. Mm-hmm. It's almost like you predicted where the rap game was going. Like everybody was pretending to be gangster for about 15, 20 years.
Yeah, man. You know, it's weird. I get offers for CB4 to tour as a group.
Really?
Yes.
You had Charlie in that movie. Is it true?
Charlie's first. Yeah, that's Charlie's first movie.
Wow.
We had auditions, and for Gusto, it was like a Gusto day, right? Mm-hmm. And Charlie, like where we had the auditions, you can see the parking lot from the office. So Charlie gets out his car. He got 2 henchmen with him. Mm-hmm. He's dressed like Gusto. He got the shades he has on in the movies. He had on at the audition. Mm-hmm. And he does his audition, and there's a part where you're supposed to pull out a gun. Everybody else just pulls out their fingers and, makes a fake gun. Charlie Murphy pulls out like a Glock 9.
A real gun.
Cocks it. Yeah, like a real gun. And we're like, whoa! Okay, you got the part.
Yeah, you can't tell him no.
You can't tell him no at all. Plus, he was hysterical.
Did you know that was Eddie's brother when he walked up?
I knew, but, stuff like that don't always work in your favor.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's not, you end up with a weird expectation. So, but he wiped it out. You're like, oh, okay. Because you don't want like a junior version of Eddie Murphy in the movie. He's like, he was just Charlie Murphy. He was his own distinct thing that nobody sounded like Charlie Murphy.
Absolutely.
Did you know he was sick when he?
I suspected something was up. You know what? A couple of pictures I saw him, he didn't look right. And then, they got that tour, the Black and Brown tour, and I started seeing some pictures he wasn't in, or the angle was just right, so the light was on him or something. So I suspected something. We share an accountant too, so he was like, "Hey, check up on Charlie." But I didn't know it was like this.
Right.
I didn't know, like, oh man, my man's gone, man. And my kids went to the same school as his. We all in the same neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
Did you and Tony call each other immediately that day? Like, hey, brother, just want to tell you I love
just
man.
texting and stuff,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Just like, wow, man. This is, comedy lost a lot.
Don Rickles was big to you too.
Don Rickles, at least Don Rickles was like 89 or something. You know what I mean? Like Don Rickles, he had a run.
Yeah.
Charlie had a lot more to do, man.
Absolutely.
He had a lot more in him,
BET
man.
special. He was on Power. He had a lot going on.
Yeah, man. He wrote rhymes.
Yeah.
Him and Vernon.
How has the divorce affected your material?
How has it affected my material? How's it affected my material? It's how's it affected me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just makes me like a hungrier person. It's weird. I got teenage daughters, so I can't go out there. This is not like a rap battle.
Yeah, you can't slander the mom.
No. It's not. If anybody's expecting that, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get like more like, hey, love who you with and appreciate what you got. It's gonna be funny, but
Yeah.
it's more like, hey man, just don't take life for granted.
It seems like you were very reflective on yourself and mistakes that you made too.
Yeah. I take all the blame, man. I got teenage daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, we gotta do this for years. I got 15 and 13, so I got years.
Oh, you got 3 and then 5.
Yeah.
Too
But
long.
they say that, but you're still gonna be dealing
Absolutely.
on some level.
How do you deal with now? Your daughters are teenagers in high
Yeah.
school. Now boys are starting to come around.
Yes.
Now how do you deal with that as a father?
You know what? Here's the first thing you gotta realize. Because your first instinct is like, you want them to be with a nerd
Right.
and not the cool guy. But then you realize, wait a minute, nerds want a little something too.
Nerds got dicks.
Yeah. They're just more polite about it. But they want exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just, hey, y'all can hang out. You're going to hang out in this living room right here. This room with traffic.
Yeah.
You just make sure all the I don't even know if it's play dates or whatever they have, but you just make
Play
sure
dates.
you just make sure there's traffic.
There's traffic going on.
The traffic at that part of the house. You're not going to be any non-traffic zones in the house.
Do they watch your specials and ask questions like, Dad, did this really happen?
They watch Everybody Hates Chris a little bit, but no.
Because online, they can see anything now.
Yeah,
It's
they
not
can
like
see
you
anything.
can really hide
They
it.
can see everything now. Man. They're more embarrassed by it than anything. They're like, oh my God, my father curses for a living.
Were you happy with the reception for Top 5? It was a great movie.
I was very happy with the critical reception for Top 5,
Yeah.
and I get a lot of offers to direct other movies, and yeah, I'm glad people really dug it, and yeah.
That was the biggest thing. Like, oh, Chris hasn't done a classic movie yet.
Hey, man. I mean, what's a classic movie? That's the thing. I mean, I haven't done a typical movie yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just got weird taste, man. Even the thing I'm working on now is just weird.
Hey, you're
man.
doing a movie this summer, right?
I'm doing a movie with Adam Sandler this summer. Like you said, our kids are getting married to each other, and we hate each other, and that's pretty much it. like two families that
So it's gonna
hate
be
each
everything.
other.
It's gonna be race. It's gonna be a little bit.
This is gonna be a little race, a
Yeah.
little bit of class. I'm a doctor. He's a plumber. And our kids are getting married. So we're doing that. I'm doing that for like 6 weeks in the summer, and then I go right back on tour. So
How has Netflix changed the game as far as movies and stand-up?
Netflix, first of all, the thing about Netflix is that anybody could work it. Like a 7-year-old can like program Netflix. It's they're really in the stand-up business. I mean, honestly, Netflix probably got me doing this more than anybody, and it's not just like that they're paying me or anything.
50 million.
I'm doing all right. I'm, Max player. Get the Max, whatever. Nah, because you can sit there and watch. You can, if you want to really be a student of comedy, you can just sit there. I sit down sometimes and watch like 20 specials,
Me too.
man, or like,
Yeah.
like the first 20 minutes of 10 specials in the afternoon. It's like, oh, this cat's doing something. Ooh, this Jim Jeffries cat.
Yeah, stuff
or
I would
this-
never watch.
Yeah, that I
Exactly.
would
Yeah,
never
yeah,
watch,
yeah.
like Country Guys and this woman, and like I found out about Amy Schumer and this one, like people I got hip to that I would never get hip to.
She got me blocked on Twitter
Yeah, she does.
because I actually tweeted that I don't understand this Amy Schumer thing.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I'm not blocking. I got no time for blocks.
And when does the Total Blackout tour come to New York?
When does the Total Blackout tour come to New York?
Comes to New York in December.
Doesn't come till December in New
okay.
York. It's all over the country though.
And they can get tickets right now. Ticketmaster.com.
Ticketmaster.com, Barclays for a night, Garden for a few. Yeah, it's going down. Then I'm gonna probably film the special in Brooklyn. So
Yes.
yeah.
Where in Brooklyn? You know it? Or not yet?
I don't want to say it because they'll charge me more.
Okay,
but
gotcha.
let me finish the deal.
Let's get this done.
You said something interesting to the Hollywood Reporter. You said that the secret to being a good comedy producer is you should hire your boss.
Yeah, I mean, if say I wanted to produce your show, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm not producing your show to run your show. I'm gonna produce your show. I'm gonna help you get a platform, and then hopefully 2 months in, 3 months in, you're making all the calls.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So
what
if
you're
I
saying.
hire you and 6 months later I'm still making decisions, I've hired the wrong person.
Got you.
Right.
You know
That
what I
makes
mean?
sense.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta hire your boss. You gotta hire your boss. If you know what I mean? Like think ahead.
Got you.
You
know
would
what I mean?
never do something like the Chris Rock show again?
Maybe
Because I really enjoyed that show, and I couldn't understand why you stopped doing that.
us doing movies
They
and
want you to
stuff.
keep doing
It was-
everything.
I know, but
Keep
that
doing
was.
Bring the Pain.
What if Netflix was
Don't
like,
stop
we can
being
just film
movie.
them all and then
Season
we'll put
4.
them out? You know how Netflix does a series, something like
If
that.
I could get a cool crew, I'll do it with y'all. Can we do it together? Like when I was doing the Chris Rock show, what happened was everybody started blowing up. So, Louis C.K. was a writer on the Chris Rock show.
Wow.
Wanda Sykes was a writer on the Chris
man.
Rock show.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of other people that, movers and shakers in comedy right now. J.B. Smooth was
Right.
kind of like a bit player on the Chris Rock show.
Y'all
You know?
the Avengers.
Yeah, it was like the Avengers. So everybody started leaving, and I was like, I don't want to do a show with a bunch of strangers. Like, these are my boys. So that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like, success happened. You know,
you want
Wu-Tang.
everybody to be successful.
And I want
but then-
everybody to be successful. I don't want to, I'm not hating. I want everybody to blow up. But then it's just hard to get the crew back together.
Now you're doing a late night talk show with Robin Thede?
Robin Thede at BET.
Yeah.
And kind of a more comedic, maybe like Rachel Maddow type thing. There's not. That's why I keep. Every time I've come here, I'm like, when are you doing a talk show or something? Because there's just not a lot of black voices out there, like on a consistent basis. Like we get to be on the panel.
Yeah.
On CNN, with 8 other experts.
Yeah.
But we don't really have like our own consistent voices, especially and young voices too. And when I say young, I'm just talking in the 30s. I'm not
Yeah.
even talking about kids.
I mean, I got one. Nobody ever sees it, but it's on MTV
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, he has some common sense.
Nobody ever sees it, but it comes-
MTV other.
Yeah, it's there. It's good practice. It's good practice. Yeah.
Is there any role that you gave up that you wish you didn't give up? Any role you passed on?
God, did I passed on? What have I passed on? Nothing I passed on. This is roles I didn't get. I'm like,
Which one?
was I close? Like you never know how close you are. I remember I was trying to get the Ethan Hawke role in Training Day. That's what? Yeah.
You knew Denzel was playing.
Yeah. I
Lonzo?
was trying to get that. I remember trying to get that.
Would you come close or?
We got a meeting. The Jamie Foxx role in what's the one with him and Tom Cruise in Collateral?
Collateral.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. It's like little parts like that. You're like, that would have been good.
No, what's the
That'd have been great.
You said anything goes in comedy. Now, what's the easiest group to offend in 2017?
Oh, man, you gotta be careful with your transgenders. You
Yeah.
you better word that one right. You better take that one to spell check, my friend.
Dave
So-
Chappelle did a good job with that on his.
I thought he did a really good job on it. I thought what he did was like made. What am I trying to say? See, I'm already.
You don't wanna say it wrong.
Better get this right.
I love them.
I thought he humanized, not that anybody's not human, but I thought, here's the thing. You should be, just because he didn't like the person in the joke doesn't mean he didn't like the person because of their sexual preference.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of times white people do this too. It's like, you deal with a minority and you put them on a pedestal. And that's almost racist too. It's like, it's nice that you could put somebody just in a normal situation. And that's what Dave did in this special.
But I don't feel like Louis C.K. tiptoes around that kind of stuff. I feel like he goes right for it.
He does not care, no.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He goes right at it, yeah.
So why do y'all care?
Why do we care? I don't know. It seems like we get in more trouble.
Is it still that I'm still black thing? Like it can-
Maybe it's, it seems like we get in more trouble. That's what I think.
Yeah.
You don't want to get boycotted and lose opportunities.
I don't need
and-
that.
Right.
I'm trying to pay alimony. I'm trying to lose
Your ex-wife
opportunity.
is like, yes, we got a special coming to
Yes. We're doing great.
Does that make comedy more fun or does it make it feel like more work?
It's put it this way, you don't want it to be all fun. You don't want to be playing golf out there. You want to have a job. So yeah, it is. It's fun. It's fun. I'm not mad. I got no anger or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, we all got bills. We all got something.
Like you said in Bring the Pain, if you're making $50 million and she wants half, no big deal. You still got $25 million.
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine. You want to go to dinner? I will pick up the check. I'm not gonna sit around.
Get your tickets, total blackout.
Check comes. I go to the bathroom. Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Pray for Charlemagne. Hope his bonus came today.
But you are still doing it because you love it.
No, I love doing
Okay.
stand up. I
Got
love
you.
doing stand up. I don't mess around. I don't do anything I don't really love. I might have had to add a few dates. There might be a few towns I wouldn't normally go to.
Don't say where.
I'm not gonna say where.
You've always had that hip hop element to your shows too. So like, do you even keep track of what's going on out here now? Like the Little Yachty.
He was on Ross's album.
Oh yeah, you and Ross.
I'm
you
on
got
Ross. I'm on Ross's
Ross
Ross
album.
is the OG though. You can't count Ross. Don't.
Still though. How did y'all hook up?
We hooked. Here's you know what really happened.
You insulted him at the.
I insulted him at the BET.
BET
You know, it's
Awards.
like one of those things. I was doing an award show, and I thought I had one Rick Ross joke, and I didn't realize till watching it later that I had 4. And then, like, Rick Ross, I think is the first guy ever like apologized to us. Like I hit him out, I'll call up Puff. I was like, Puff, give me Ross's text.
I felt like Ross took it too serious though, man. Come on, man.
You know, here's the weird thing. I love Ross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love Ross. So there was a couple of times I was like, hey, I want to go to this show. Hey, this was Kabal Bell. I want to go to this show or that show. I was like, I better not go. I got beef with Ross.
I don't want any problems.
I mean, who knows?
Because Ross did a whole interview after the BET Awards. He was going in on Chris. I'm like,
Yeah,
come
plus
on,
you
Ross.
know how beef works. It ain't even the guy. It's the 8 guys around
It's
the guy.
gunplay.
It's the 8 guys around the guy that want to impress the guy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't need that.
If they would've beat
As
up
you
Chris
said,
Rock,
I'm
that'd
a
have been
real
crazy.
father. I'm with my kids most of the time. So I text Ross. I was like, hey man, whatever, man. You know what? I actually apologize. I'm gonna say it. I'm man enough to
For a
apologize.
titty joke?
And if you need anything, let me know, because everybody needs jokes.
And he said, yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, and like he was like cool, and like a couple months later he hit me, and I went in the studio, and I was scared because like remember in Goodfellas
Could have been a setup.
when they told Joe Pesci he was a made
Yeah,
man.
and they shot him in the back of the head. Yeah.
So I was in the studio doing stuff. I was like, is it going down? But no, we hung out a couple of times since then. It's called cool. Rick Ross is one of the most consistent rappers out
Oh,
there.
no, Ross is phenomenal.
Ross is kind of phenomenal. But
You said he's the best rapper alive.
I mean, that day.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. You guys doing the pressure in the studio. I just want to get out of here.
You know me. I don't roll posse deep. You know, I only have
yeah.
security when I'm on tour for the most part. But yeah, I keep up with everything. The Migos album is much better than it has a right to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Explain.
I'm just from a New York cat that listens to rap.
Okay.
You think when you first hear the Migos, you go, okay, Bad and Bougie's good. I'm sure the rest of this is blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah.
listen to the album, you're like, it's got bangers on it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
3, 4, 5, like each, like it's like that. It's for real. Kendrick album is like dope. The Kendrick album is on some Aquemini like level. No, listen.
I like Kendrick a lot, but I
You busy right now, you're doing book tours, okay? When everything calms down, I want you to really listen to this record.
I listen to his album
and
every day.
get the liner notes and just like really like follow what he's saying. You go like, okay.
I'm gonna pay more attention.
I see what's going on here.
Kendrick's like LeBron at this point, though. He scores 30 and 10, and you like, that's just LeBron being LeBron.
It's early, man. What's this
You
album?
gotta give people their
3?
credit where they deserve it.
This is album 3. This is a crucial album, man. This is where Hove proved he was Hove. This is where, you know what I mean? This is where you really rappers. Are you an all-time great is determined the 3rd album.
So Kendrick's
a lot of
top
truth to
5
that.
for you?
Kendrick has entered the top echelon.
Okay.
You know, top 5 today. Yeah. Top 5 all time? I'm not sure.
But tell
But
us your
top five
top
of
5.
today.
Tell us your top 5.
Oh,
today.
God, it changes
Migos.
all the time.
You gotta say Rick
Rick
Ross.
Ross number 1. He's the best rapper of all time.
They should. First of all, we should all do top 5s without Jay.
Okay.
It's almost a waste of time.
I agree.
It literally,
I
like,
agree.
Jay is so ahead of everybody.
I agree.
It is a waste of time.
And Big and Pac.
And Big and Pac. But Jay, come on.
Yeah.
Like stop
That's
it.
the New York in him. I'm with him.
Listen, I agree.
That's not even
Jay-Z
New York.
raised us.
Jay-Z's made 10 albums, 12 albums. First of all,
Catalog, right.
12 and got 5 classics. And even the okay album's better than, most guys' third album.
Especially when you listen now. Like, you listen to Kingdom Come Now.
You listen to Kingdom Come right now, you're like,
amazing.
what was wrong?
Yeah.
What
Absolutely.
was-
Blueprint 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, top 5?
But today of the new artists, not of all time, but
Oh, new artists. I love Kendrick. I love A$AP Rocky. I
Okay.
think A$AP Rocky's the most underrated, taken for granted guy out there.
Okay.
I love today. I mean, today. Boy, I like the Migos record. I like the Migos record. I like that kid. Wait a minute.
Pressure.
you like Pressure. He's from Brooklyn too.
Precious from Brooklyn. I'm like, okay, where's the follow up to this?
He just put it out. He just put one out, so I can't remember the name of
I
it.
saw Jay-Z at your Miami show.
Yeah. Jay came down. That puts a little more pressure on you.
What about Big Sean or something in your top 5 today?
I like Big Sean a lot. I like Big Sean. Big Sean's good.
That's actually my favorite rapper at the moment.
Really?
Big Sean. Yeah.
Big Sean's funny.
J. Cole.
J. Cole's better than all. I would put J. Cole probably at the top of the current rappers. That's hard for me to remember. Yeah, J. Cole would be am I at 5 yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
he's
at
at
5.
5. He about
And
He just wants to get out the studio.
Kanye West
okay?
is Kanye West is
But that's not today, really. That's he's already
yeah.
solidified himself.
He is solidified.
Kanye's a legend, but I just don't think he's like in the sunken place right now.
a sunken place.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Ultralight Beam, man. Nah, I want a new one though.
Yeah, I like Life of Pablo. I thought
I love Like a Pablo. I love Like a Pablo.
Are you a Drake fan?
I am a Drake fan. I'm a Drake fan. Drake, but I don't know. I like rap. I like 0 to 100 Drake.
Okay, not the singing.
rap
too.
Drake.
Me
Like
too.
rap
0 to 100 Drake is hot.
Right.
Like really, don't mess with him. Don't challenge him at all. The other Drake, that Roundaway Girl kind of LL Cool J knockoff Drake. It's for my daughter. But
Chris gotta go, guys.
Oh man, I'm glad. You feel like you got to be back into the new music though, because you're like single now, so you out in the clubs a little bit.
I'm single.
I've never seen Chris Rock in a club.
I'm single.
Really?
I just bought a bunch of red sneakers. give me all the red sneakers you got. just red.
My goodness. Total blackout.
That's what the kids are wearing, red sneakers.
red
No matter what. Don't match nothing.
LiveNation.com. Get your tickets. And we appreciate you for joining us today.
I survived Charlemagne. Yes.
Come on, man, you're a legend, man. We pay respect to the
You
legends.
never know.
Yeah,
That's true.
Big, come on.
Charlemagne can't come from Chris Rock.
Baby's a legend.
depends who you ask.
He is.
Yeah, Baby's a legend.
But
Come
Baby
on.
didn't give me no time. Baby was too on the defensive.
Yeah, he
he,
didn't give me no time.
didn't give me no time.
Not at all. All right, it's the
Respect
Breakfast
him.
Club. It's Chris Rock.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in